We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Blue 80! Wrap.
Get your swerve on! Slam! Chef.
Run.
Check three!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
Sunday. Shift.
Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
56. Mike, 56.
Topper!
I'm coming.
Check. Great 57.
Slam.
61. Matchbox lights.
Under 10. 10.
Here, shift.
Rush in. Showing 8.
And that'll set them back 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Motion.
40, 82, 40.
Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Wentz's pass.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the safety creep.
Here, shift.
Bang.
Hey, Bush.
Bang.
Here, shift.
Back's mine. I got him.
Mixon will try the right side. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Great 15.
Safe. Kill.
Lefty.
Turn it out.
Protein spill. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Big edge. Motion.
81.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, alert 3.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
I got you, son.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The
2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down
Check Mike
and
21.
9.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, let's get this.
Delta. Hey, check Mike 21.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Here we go. 180.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Redskins nothing.
Go. 280.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Dash.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A gain of 12.
Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Y'all playing the wrong.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad.
A loss of 2 yards.
6-6. Pull it high.
Third down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
On the ground with a tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Now fourth down.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Charlie.
Let him know. 56. 56.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, here we go. Fuzz.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Haskins to throw it.
Here I come again.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Off. Cut.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Second down, Haskins. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. Slant. Watch the slant.
Motion.
On first down, this is Geis. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Geis with a carry on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Cox on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Haskins on third down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now it's Haskins. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Switch. Check. 66, bullet, high. Check 4. Check 13. Haywood. 13.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, empty. 22 jet bomber.
56. Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey. Mike 56.
Black, come on. Hey, kill.
Under.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Check 52. You go tight. You got tight.
Liz.
Right there. Sponge! Sponge! Sponge!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go,
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It comes to me, it's me.
That's it. Ready, go.
Now Haskins on 1st down.
Watch the screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case...
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yo!
Echo! Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic.
Here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
Mike 56.
Here.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 9, check 9. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sunday.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Kill.
Sunday.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. Put the flag. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Smoke.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. His throw incomplete.
The pass on 1st down.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Watch 64. Wait. Zoom. Mike 5. Target. Mike 5.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Check.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pick the edge.
Great.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Black.
SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Let's go.
32 jet. What's your touch?
Wentz gonna throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a run with Mixon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Come on, D. Delta. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
All right.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Eagles.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get that quarter.
Again, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21, Redskins 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
No, off. He's checking.
Hey, Stats.
Kill. Turn up.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 41.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, kill.
53's the mic.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Back.
Great.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Play.
Hey, Stats.
56 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Don't get nervous.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, 57.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Ram. I'm bringing it.
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards.
On the run, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
So it's a victory here.